But you know what? Happy Books and Babble. Welcome to Books and Babble.
Happy Books and Babble. Yeah.
And I gotta get my notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we finished the City of Sparks, the rest of it.
Yes.
Or the people part, or the people... the people of Sparks.
Oh, right. There we go. The People of Sparks. We finished... Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
we finished this to the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You ready to talk about that then?
Let's do it.
What do you think about it?
So, well... Okay. I thought first off, I liked it.
Yes.
But I didn't understand how things escalated so quickly between the two. Like the City of Ember and the City of Sparks. Like to me, it escalated so, so quickly. And I get, like, you don't have, like, jeez. And I get that they're running out of resources. They're fighting over everything, which is why they're so, like, okay, this is how it got escalated so quickly. But I just felt like all of a sudden, I felt like they both sides knew there was a problem with food. They knew there was a problem with space. They knew that eventually they were going to have to figure something else out because the current situation was not working. Everyone was on board with that. Everyone knew. And then all of a sudden it was like, nothing about their situation changed. Right? And all of a sudden now they're fighting with each other. I'm just like, I was like, okay, we knew from the beginning what this was.
Yeah.
So I was a little like, okay, everyone needs to calm down. Like, everyone knew, you know, the City of Sparks gave them 6 months. They said, okay, we don't have enough food for everyone. This is not going to be sustained. Like, we're not going to be able to sustain doing this long term for either city. Like, this is just not going to work, but we'll try and help you. So I'm like, I don't understand why all of a sudden it's like the City of Ember people are like, okay, no, like, you got, like, I'm like, give us your food. It's like, wait, hold on a second. Like, what? I guess I just didn't understand that it escalated to a full-on war. And I'm like, wait a minute. We knew what this was. Everyone knew what was going on going into this. So I was like, why are we all so mad now about the situation when we all agreed about the situation? I was just like, I was just so confused.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And like, can we just talk about how the little brat gets brattier?
Yeah. Wait, which one?
Dune.
Tareen? Yeah.
He like literally has a problem, anger issue, and I feel bad for the kid. Like, I get, like, he's got issues, but I feel bad. Like, he literally points to Dune and says, he did it.
You ruined the tomatoes. He's the one that smashed the tomatoes. He's the one who ruined the crates of tomatoes. Dude, what? Especially, and what's crazy is that everyone is fighting. The one thing that sparked the big war between everyone, the whole thing, was the fact that there's not enough food for everyone. And the thing that sparked the issue, the big problem between the two cities, was the freaking tomato situation.
Yes.
So the fact that this big war happened, put this big wedge between the two cities, and it was something that Dune was being blamed for, but it was literally Tareen the whole time. It was one of them.
It was. And it's so crazy. And
yeah, that got me worked up.
I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was so irritating.
But I do want to point out, like, I have a list of things, like, as I was going through it. One, she jumps in the truck and she takes off, but she left Poppy behind. And I wrote that. She hides in the truck and she left Poppy.
Yeah.
I was not really happy with that.
Okay.
Like, you understood Poppy was sick. Like, so she couldn't take her, and you know she's going to be taken care of. So I guess I kind of understand that. But I'm like, what? Really? Okay, you really wasn't there that long.
Yeah. True.
But then, of course, Lena gets burned.
Yes.
And she's afraid of fire.
Yeah.
Right? And then I wrote here, is there more to come? More fire to come? Question mark.
You knew it was coming. You knew ahead of time.
She had, like, reference
that's
that
funny.
She was afraid of fire.
Oh, yeah, that's so
earlier,
good.
And that, like, she kind of backed off. And then they, like, made it to where,
she made references about the fireplace in the house a few times, too. Wow, you're right.
Yeah,
I didn't pick up on that.
Like, there's got to be something more.
Oh, yeah.
And there was.
There was.
And I wanted to point that out, like, because she kept, like, dropping the hints. Yeah. And then when she did get burned, I was like, ooh. Yeah. There's definitely going to be something there. Yeah. So, yeah. And, yeah. But Oh, and then I have Maddie says making friends is better defense than making enemies.
I have that down on my list too.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's an amazing thing.
Yeah. I have that down too. I loved that. I loved it. I love the situation too. I wrote down the opposite side of that. So you wrote down the outcome. I wrote down the situation because I thought it was so funny how they left. He asked for, the roamer asked for food, denied, no, we're not going to give you food. And then the roamer stole the food anyways and left the droppings, like the ox dropping, like the poo basically. And I just thought that was so funny. It was like, this guy needed food. They had food, probably not to spare, right? But enough to where they could have all skipped a meal to give him some, they could have helped him out to some degree, and they decided not to. And it came back to bite them in the butt. And I think that was a bad decision too when they turned him down for food, because I was like, clearly the way they described him, clearly he was hungry. Like, would it have really killed them to give up one meal each to like give him something to last him a few days? Like, no. I mean, they were fine. They could have done without food for a day or two.
And I love that how that's another thing.
Instant karma.
And they lost out, which they lost more than if they would have just helped him out to begin with. Yeah, and
I really liked that.
And I really like, that
was one thing I wrote down too, because I really liked that, and I liked what Maddie said afterwards to Casper, being like, well, I told you we should give him food. Like,
and then the other big thing that stood out to me is Dune found out that they were going to send them out in the cold weather. Yeah. And then he's like, they knew. Did they do this on purpose to us? So
setting them up not for success.
Yeah. And that really triggered me.
Terrible.
And then the rest of it just unfolded, and I did not take notes after that.
What's funny is actually I
was just too engulfed.
Yeah, after the ox droppings, I only made one more note, and it was at the very end of the book. The whole war section, I didn't make any notes either. I was just reading through it.
It just kind of like went on through, just like how they were going to use the big
weapon.
Big weapon. That's
the weapon.
And then it like misfired, and then it like caught on fire. And
Karma.
Dune had to rescue the little brat, and then
I get it, but I also don't like it. That was one thing I didn't like.
Wait, you wanted the brat to burn?
I thought it would have been like, kinda, yeah. I guess is what I'm saying.
I didn't like Casper. The little brat I got because he's younger. And
I mean, he's Lena and Dunes' age, and he like...
No, he's younger.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I believe that brat was younger.
I love how you're calling him the brat.
Yeah, because that's in my mind. I hear his name, and I'm just thinking brat.
Brat, yeah.
And then, but like, because he is a brat. But I don't like Casper at all. I don't like anything about Casper. I think he's a wild card. I think he...
See, I'm kind of into that, so that's interesting. Okay.
Into the next one, which is this one, and I think Casper's going to be trouble.
You do? Okay, interesting. See, I think Casper is going to be their one way out. It's going to be like going with him and following to find the treasure is the only way that they're going to be able to find a way to sustain a whole city in the way that they want. I think it's going to be the key. I think Casper is going to be the key in the end.
Yeah.
Which may or may not be a bad thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's interesting that you get like kind of a bad vibe, like a...
I do.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to see. Because I kind of liked him, so that's interesting.
A thorn in our side.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling. Because he is just like unhinged.
Yeah.
But I love how like Maddie could put him in his place. Like it's not like he's like...
He was so set. Yeah, he was so set on like finding this treasure. So,
yeah.
I will say so we already touched on this, but I was gonna bring up the brat in the tree because I kind of wanted him to burn a little bit. I did. He's been awful through the whole book, and he basically is the reason that this war is happening. He's the one who smashed the tomatoes. He's the one who blamed it on Dune.
No,
that's what sparked
the
everything.
The other kid, though, too, started spreading
Yeah,
lies.
the other guy, yeah.
The other guy,
what's his name? I don't remember now. Tick?
Tick.
Yeah.
I was going to say it sounds like something else, and I didn't want to say it, so thank you. You're helping out there. No, because he started the lies.
Yeah, he started the lies.
The uproar going for the thing. And then when they put the flags out, I was like, oh, okay. You knew something was going
worse
down.
And worse and worse. Yeah.
And then they're like,
the writing on the walls where it's like, go back to the caves, and then it's like then
the poison oak.
The leaves,
put in there, and it was put out by the guy. So like they thought they did it on purpose. They and then turned out he did it.
Right.
So yeah, there was a lot to that to where it was but I guess I just don't understand why they would have Tick do that. Like, what benefit did he get from that besides just fighting and not being mentally stable?
I don't know.
So
his character was a little odd to me, and that just because of that, like the motive wasn't there. I feel like I think he just wanted to cause trouble, and he wanted the power, I guess, of like being the leader. Even though there was even a time where because I thought the whole time that with the City of Ember people, that Dune or Lena should have been the ones to be like the ruler, like the people that the kids go to look for guidance. And everyone kept turning to Tick, and I was like, what is going on? Why do people keep going to Tick? He sucks. He's awful. Like, he's a terrible person, blah, blah, blah. And even Dune followed Tick for a while. But then Tick at one point even went back to Dune and was like, so how are you going to save us? How are you going to fix the situation? It's like, you're the one that wanted to be leader, dude. Like, take care of the situation. Don't go asking Dune for help, because you can't figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah, terrible.
I couldn't agree more. It is definitely,
Did not like him, didn't understand the motive, but, I mean, I guess you're always going to have those little...
And it's a major motion picture that's coming out in 2008.
Yeah, because that's the original copy that we had back when, we first read it.
2008.
I will say I have one more note that I have. So there's the people of Ember, the people of Sparks. At the end, they come together after the war, and they're like, we're gonna from going forward, we're not going to be the people of Sparks, and you're going to be the people of Ember. Together, we are going to be the people of Sparks. And I was like, that's lame. I would have been like, let's come up with a new name. No, why are we all
taking away their heritage and who they are? And I felt like that was not done right.
Yeah, I was like, what?
They need to be honored for being the people.
Yeah. If you guys are going to conjoin two forces to become something new, make a new name. I would have been so mad if I was from the City of Ember and I had to now be the people of Sparks. I'd be like, wait, what? Like, no, let's come up with a new name. Yeah. So that bothered me. I was like, okay, well, now going forward, like Lena and Dune and everyone, they're going to be, we're the people of Sparks. It's like, no, you're not.
Right.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, he belonged to I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to erase who they were.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing. Or a way it's taken. Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
So do you have anything else you want to say about this?
No, I do think it's kind of neat how they put the nursery rhyme in there, though.
I thought that was interesting, too. Yeah.
And how she figured
it out, that it was them. Yeah.
So should we read up to chapter 12? Because that's like directly in half. That's up to 138. So we'll read the first 11 chapters.
For next week?
We'll stop at 12.
That sounds good.
And I'm writing it down.
Okay. So next, I think we're going to do a general discussion about what books we've been reading, talk about our book goals for next year because it is New Year's, and we're also going to play a game as well while we do it. So if you want, I'll pause it real quick and I'll push the camera back a little bit so we can stand while we do this. And that way I can tip this down so they can actually see what because otherwise we'd have to play with it all the way over here. And that's like, you know what I mean? I'd rather play with it out a little bit.
Sounds good. Okay. Oh, the next book is called The Diamond of Darkhold as well. And we're reading the first 11 chapters.
Okay.
Perfect.
Move it back a little. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh, I don't have to raise it up.
What if we sit on the table and like facing it down?
Where it's, then you can't see us.
Oh, that's true.
That's
true.
Oh, that's better. Just had to make it a little taller.
Make it
All right.
taller. Wait,
I'm gonna move this out of the way.
What's that? What's that song? Wish I was a baller.
Shot collar.
What? Really?
21 inches rim holla, something, whatever. Is that what he's singing?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
If I had a girl, I wish I would have called her. I wish I was a baller.
Maybe.
Take it flat. I don't know.
Is that?
What? I don't know. Okay. So.
Oh, let me raise it a smidge.
We're gonna play Shut the Box, which you have the numbers, and then you roll the die, and you either put down the number, the little digit of what you roll, or you can add the dice together and put it down from there, and the first one that gets all of them down first wins.
Yep.
Or if you play on your own, you just want to accomplish putting them down.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, it can be like solitaire.
Oh,
like with
yeah.
cards, you know.
Right.
So you know you win if you roll and you still have it up there, then you lose if you can't put it down.
For sure.
So, did you want to talk about what you want to do?
Like for next year?
Yeah. What's your goal for next year?
Yeah. So my goal for next year is I just want to read more, I think. Because I'll go like a few weeks in a row without reading, and then I'll just read like a lot all at once.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to do better about like reading more throughout the week. So what about you? So that's my goal. I'm not gonna have a specific page count. I'm not gonna have a specific page count or like, oh, I want to read X amount of books, because I don't need to disappoint myself.
Exactly.
I don't want to worry about that. I'm good. Like, I'll get done what I want to get done, and that's just gonna be fine. It's gonna be good enough. But I do just want to read a little bit more.
Oh, see, look at that. I lost. So close.
But can't you keep rolling until you get one?
Oh, I can. Yeah. Well, you know how impossible that would have read. I couldn't. I'm gonna give up.
Why?
Because I ended with 2 to roll 2 dice to get 2. It would have to
get 1-1.
Yeah, that would be.
So you're automatically giving me the win?
Well, I'll just start over again. We just keep
we're not
going.
gonna keep track of
yeah,
who's winning?
We'll keep going until somebody gets it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like I just lost.
Okay.
I want to do the same thing. Like I want to be able to just more or less read for fun, read more. I want to like take a step back from the search of new books and enjoying the books that I have, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I'm on a constant search. Oh, nice. Very cool. Nice. Like I feel like I'm on a search to find new books and not enjoy the ones that we have.
Yeah.
I want to change that up. But I did read,
My goodness.
this series, and it is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. And it talks about grief. It is not like a fun read. They're translated, but they are fun because you do get to know the cafe owners and the workers and like the people that like come in and visit the cafe. Yeah, so they're cute. I enjoyed them, and I feel like if anybody loses anybody or has lost anybody,
Yeah, that's like a good read.
it's a good read. It's a great read for that. But it's funny because they all have cats on the cover. There's not a cat in the book at all.
Oh,
There's a book that has a dog in it. I think that was the last one. No cat. No cat. But they all have cats on the cover. Weird. I appreciate the cat on the cover. It is cute. But like, yeah. So, and then the other series that I read that I really, really like is the Tuesday Murder Club. So if you're looking for a cozy, just fun one. I did cry.
Yeah.
With this last one. It is not the last one. He's writing another one. But yeah. And I will say, I for one appreciate the large font. So, but yeah, very nice. They're really good. They're funny. They're well done. So, really, really fun books. But yeah, those are like the two main ones that like I've read lately that I feel are really, really good.
Yeah. I've been reading, so I can't remember if I said this last week, but I finished Caravel and I started the second one. And then
Do you like where the second one's going?
Yeah. So far. I'm not super far into it. I'm like,
you like 20 pages from like the sister? Okay.
Yeah, I actually liked her better in the first book out of the two sisters on Scarlet and her.
Cool.
I liked her better.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet was just way too like, she's like, oh, poor me, because I'm trying to save my sister and it's not working out. And it's like, nobody asked you to save her. She's her, like, she can take care of herself. I don't know. I just felt like, I was like, you just need to focus on yourself. Yeah. You know, so I'm kind of glad that it's in the perspective of the sister. And I like where it's headed. I like the idea that she kind of knows that the mom's alive, but we don't know anything else at this point. And then we know that, like, she owes somebody. Mm-hmm. The person who gave her the information about Caravel and like connected her with the like magician. So anyways, and then I finally finished A Darker Shade of Magic and I'm on the second one. I like that one. And then I finished Finlay Donovan.
Oh yes. I don't know which one you're on.
Well, what's the first book?
Finlay
Donovan kills. What is it?
I don't know.
Is killing it? I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a
could be.
Yeah, the
could be the name.
Donovan series is. They're funny. I think.
Yeah.
Funny mysteries.
Yeah.
Like how weird is that? Like rom-com mystery is like what I call it. But it's funny.
Yeah, and I read the first one. Very funny. I liked that there wasn't really a whole lot of romance in there. It was in there like a smidge, and I was like, okay, this is perfect.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, like just the right amount of romance, and then it's just so funny the situations that end up happening with the main character. And so I finished that, and then I started the second one. Finlay Donovan Knocks Him Dead.
Oh yeah,
I think it's the second one. That's the one that I'm on. So I'm about halfway through that one. So.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, and then I read The People's Sparks. That was the other one I read. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read more, but I just want to kind of like enjoy them more. So, and not trying to, I feel like I'm like, oh, I purchased these books, so I need to hurry up and get through them so I can read these ones, so I can read these ones. And I want to back off of that. And so that's my goal for the year.
Should we
enjoy books more?
Yeah, I love that. So before we finish up, should we do one game against each other?
Okay.
So we'll roll at the same time.
All right.
And then whoever. So.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, I haven't decided yet. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oops. 7, 8, 9. Ooh.
Can't do that.
That's the only thing I could do. Well, we're like neck and neck here. Oh, I can't do anything. What about you?
Let's see. We got 6. I think I can't either.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there. I'm down to the last one.
No, I can't.
That's gonna be a hard one.
I
to
rolled
get.
exactly the same that I got last
Oh,
time.
seriously?
Yeah. I got a little too small. Here I thought, oops, I would
6,
have
7,
a
8.
good
Shoot.
round thing.
Yeah.
4. Jeez. I can put one down.
Oh. Oh.
I can put one down, but now I lose because I have 1 and I have 2 die. So
You can use 1 die though.
alright.
So that way you can see if you can get it.
Alright. Nope.
6.
Yes.
Oh, you won.
I got it.
Nice. That was a close game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Happy New Year's.
Oh yes. Happy New Year's and yeah, happy reading.
Happy
And
reading.
If you have any New Year resolution,
Yeah, let us know.
yeah, definitely.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
That's another Babble about books.
Yes.
It's been so long since we done it, I forgot.
I know.
A little. That game was close.
It was close.